and welcome to 5th grade at Dune Lakes Elementary. We are so excited that you are coming back to school. My name is Mrs. Cutshaw. I teach English, Language Arts, and Social Studies. There's my email. Make sure you join my remind. Text at Cutshaw5 to 81010.
And I'm Mr. Connor. I teach math and science. My info is also up here for remind, and my email's here.
We are located at the end of Hall G, which is on the left side. So when you come in the main office, you're going to go down that center hallway all the way before you get to the gym, hang a left. Mr. Connor and I are at the very end of that hallway, also on the left, and we are right next to the bus ramp.
Tomorrow when we hold orientation, we'll be chatting about health and safety, and there's a lot of information to cover there. We'll be talking about disinfecting surfaces and all of our different plans to keep everybody healthy and safe this year.
Masks. When or where should I wear one? On the bus, it is mandated, so no mask, no get on bus. However, everywhere else, it is recommended that you wear a mask. So small group table, in line, or any time that you can't social distance, we just recommend that everyone wear a mask. Water bottles. Our water fountains are turned off this year, so there will be no access to a water fountain. So your child's going to want to make sure they have a water bottle. Please make sure that their name is visible on the water bottle. Also, if your child could have a Ziploc bag to put their mask in while they're at PE and recess and lunch and all those times when they're, it's probably not going to have a mask on, we want to make sure they have a bag with their name on it to put their mask in.
Tomorrow at orientation, we'll also cover all the different what ifs. You'll be able to ask questions. Communication is always key there. We'll talk about that.
Transportation. If your child is going to have a change in transportation, a written note must be sent to the office in the morning, please. Make sure that you include your child's name, parent name, teacher name, and the change that's taking place in transportation, as well as a phone number where you can be reached. If you choose to email the transportation change, please include a copy of your driver's license. Please do not email teachers transportation changes during the day, and we're not allowing checkouts after 1:50.
For car pickups, 5th grade's still at the front of the school this year. However, it will look a little bit different. We're going to load up twice as many cars at one time. Just kind of like picture the Chick-fil-A drive-through procedures there. So just be patient with us as we're working out there.
Day one, you're going to get those lovely brown envelopes that have about 1 million pages in it. It's a lot, but please read through it. And it's very important that you sign the important papers and get those returned on day 2 so that we know what to do in case of an emergency and we know that you've got the handbook and things like that. We're also going to practice procedures and routines, which is going to look a little bit different this year, but we'll all get used to it. And as well as hand washing and other things that we can do to limit the spread of germs. All right, reading. So for reading, ReadyGen is our curriculum, and we use TopScore for writing curriculum. ELA block is broken down into 30 minutes for whole group, 30 minutes for writing, and 60 minutes of literacy stations, one of which will include social studies. Below that, you can see our reading breakdown for grades. And important to notice that students should bring a book back and forth from school to home daily for independent reading.
Math and science books, y'all can see these up here on the screen. These are consumable textbooks. Students will receive their own copy, and they can store these at school in a private cubby. Here's the breakdown for grades. We'll talk more about that tomorrow as well.
Supplies. In an effort to decrease the amount of supplies that your child has to bring in by themselves on day 1, we've created a list so that you can just bring in part of those things so that your child doesn't have to bring in everything on the very first day. Anything that's left over on this list at the end of day 1 that you still have at home, you can send in on day 2.
And here's our schedule for special areas. One thing to note is we start off Monday with PE, that's both classes. So we got to make sure that they are bringing what they need for PE, which is definitely the right type of shoe. And like we mentioned earlier, plastic bag for storage of mask. All right, well, we look forward to seeing y'all. Hopefully y'all can all attend the orientation tomorrow.
Yes, and if not, thank you so much for watching this video. If you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to send us an email. We will get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Have a wonderful day.